episode quarantine or 14.
I did not like that.
Today we're going to be reviewing TikTok influencers and their home workouts because they are the next generation in the fitness industry and they definitely know what they're doing.
We're in good hands.
For sure. Okay. Let me see. Again, we have never seen these TikToks before. This is our first reaction. Turn on the light. Okay. Let me share my screen. And we'll get started. If there's any specific video you want us to look at, go ahead and put it in the comments and we'll look at that next week. Okay, let's see. Let's just look at this one. And the answer is yes. Obviously. Right, Dallas? That was actually in the Lifelong Health and Wellness book, that men don't live shorter lives than women because of like physiology. It's because of their stupidity.
Yeah, it's because of their idiocy.
Yeah, that's like actual science. So this one's actually correct.
What was that?
What?
That dude literally just dropped a plate on his shin. What are you doing?
Okay, I didn't see it. Let's see. Shins are, sensitive. Oh.
Like what?
Okay. This is probably transformation, I'm guessing.
Hopefully. This is a hashtag lifestyle change. Okay, just on a note, I would not recommend her doing that because that sort of impact on your joints when you are, and this is not a judgment, when you are overweight, you don't really want to be doing any sort of explosive joint loading like that. Now, obviously, in there, she's lost a lot of weight, but at the beginning, I would not recommend that.
Yeah. I actually had a overweight client who was very overweight. She was almost 400 pounds. She had a great deadlift. So something like a deadlift would be great for this person because it doesn't have that impact.
Yeah.
All right, here's some more love handles videos.
This is the same person.
Same person. Oh, rip it apart.
I don't, like, what? Do you know what your obliques do, woman? That is not one of the things.
Yeah, so on that one, she was just doing, where it was like, what was she doing? Like, I don't know. You have to, like, get an anterior pelvic tilt there, first of all, for it to, so she's clearly not pushing her hips into the floor there, which would support your low back rather than just, like, jamming it into hyperextension. And then on those side to side planks, you want to keep like everything one piece.
I know, she's just like flopping around. She's like literally bouncing off the ground.
You don't want to encourage movement in the lumbar vertebrae. And that's what it seems like she's doing.
Yeah.
So I mean, but people are going to look at this and be like, oh, she's cute, so.
Yeah, so she obviously knows what she's doing. Like, no, she really doesn't.
Yeah.
That's the thing that makes me angry about these sorts of websites and whatnot, is that these people don't know what they're doing, but they look like they do. So they can put out misinformation like this.
So this is to get rid of hip dips. Are you guys familiar with the hip dip?
That's literally not, that's like an anatomical thing. If you have those, you can't really do anything about it. I mean, to some degree, if you build up your glute med, yeah, sure. But if you have it, then you just have it.
Right. And also, again, her form is terrible. On those, she's turning her toes up, so her quads are taking over anyway. She's not even getting glute med like she is meaning to. and her shoes are really wobbly shoes. Her squats aren't low enough at all. She's
Also, I don't
starting.
understand what that side kick is supposed to do.
I mean, she's trying to. I get it. She's trying to get glute med, but
But it's like all in her. It's all in her spine. She's literally just doing like a
yes,
side bend to get that up.
yes, it's yeah. Um, I mean, I guess I can just go through them. Let's see what she's doing here. Weighted pull-ups. This is at some sort of expo. We don't have those anymore. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wonder how much weight it is. 9, 10,
I don't know.
11. I mean, she's cheating, but still, that's impressive.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We like this girl.
I mean, I don't not like her, but I don't like her.
Yeah. Okay. Of course. I'm just going to randomly scroll. Let's see what this is.
What is this?
It's just like a motivational thing. I weighed myself. I lost a pound. Today was hard for me. I felt super unmotivated, and my mom made me an unhealthy dinner, which that was a really small portion for dinner. I don't know if you guys think that's a small portion, but for me,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Should
need
like
a little more food. So, I mean, the message is good, like stay positive even if you feel like you've failed yourself in some capacity, but
I think the message is good. I think the fact that it's on TikTok is not. Because if you're on TikTok, the chances that you're motivated enough to get up and do something seem pretty low.
yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, okay, obviously that guy's is a beast. Like that's a football player? That's at the Combine, yeah. So this
Can you
guy is
guys see my
obviously
mouse?
no.
Oh. See, mine would be like just in between the first line and the 3. That would be my jump.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Oops, I went
See,
the wrong way.
that's what you need to look at when you want inspiration. Like, oh wow, that's a super athlete. That
But
guy knows
people
what
look
he's
at
doing.
that and they're like, oh, that's so far away from me. I cannot resonate with this person.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, this person obviously has the genetics for this, sure. But
Yeah.
genetics don't get you anywhere if you don't work hard. So that's what they should be. That's what you should think about is like, okay, this person used the ability that he was given and like
Mm-hmm.
worked on it.
Mm-hmm. I was
Okay,
laughed at for going to the gym.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just cringing at your hyperextending low back on your deadlift.
See, yeah, so this has nothing to do with the way this person looks for me. And it's not even to say that they're doing a bad job, because given the information that they know in the moment, that might be their best effort at good form. But I just hope that they continue to learn more. So on those bicep curls, the elbows are swinging a whole lot. Anything else?
I'm not seeing that full extension of his arms. He's just like,
Yeah. Low back is rounding on these deadlifts too. That's a different
yeah,
person, isn't it?
when he
Oh,
comes
it's
to
the
the
same
top and he
person.
like, yeah, when he comes to the top and he like arches all the way back, that's how you hurt yourself. Like
Hyperextending the low
straight up.
back, jutting your head forward.
Yeah.
I wish I could rewind. Okay, let's randomly scroll.
Yeah, again, the message of that is great. Like it's awesome that
Sure.
he's
Yes.
out there and working out, but you know, it's like my whole issue is like a safety thing.
This is the same girl that did the pull-ups.
Oh. Yeah, she seems like she's probably pretty athletic. Although this is stupid. Don't do that.
Don't jump into traffic?
Yeah, don't literally just like hang on the side of stuff in the middle of the road. Like, okay, we get it.
But the TikToks, though.
The TikTok.
Okay, I'm done with that girl. Okay, here's a new person. I don't know what she's saying.
She has cool tattoos.
Yeah, that's very colorful. This is not
Are you gonna
okay.
do something, or are you just gonna talk?
This one I think is about the booty. Okay, is that the workout? Okay, she's got a mini band, very popular home workout tool. I mean, these exercises on their own, I wouldn't say are bad, but they could be done a little bit more
Yeah,
with
there's a
intention.
lot going on here.
Yeah.
So to break down each piece is kind of rough because it's quick, but
Right.
I don't understand where the whole idea of like, oh, pulse everything. Where does that like that seems like something everyone does, and I don't understand why. Like, I get it, what it does, but like, why does everyone do that?
I mean, I think to an extent, I mean, for you and me, I would look at it like a time under tension thing, but
Yeah.
I think it's kind of made popular by bar. If you've ever gone to a bar class, they literally do hundreds of reps and pulse everything to make it burn
Mm.
instead of just like doing a little bit heavier and not doing billions of reps.
And see, the thing that you can see with her is that she's not using her glutes at all, and it's all hamstrings. Because you can see her hamstrings on the whole time. If you look under, like the bottom of her leg, you can see her hamstring is like bulging, but her glutes aren't doing anything. So it's like she's doing glute stuff, but it's literally all her low back and her hamstrings.
Yeah, you can
Like
see
here,
those
she's not even
hamstrings
getting full
popping.
hip extension.
And Andres, I can read Spanish. Exercises for the glutes in the house.
Okay,
Yes.
that was pretty. I could have figured that one out.
All right, enough of that.
Mhm.
No workout bench, so I made my own.
Ha 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 ha! I laughed. That was really funny.
This is the
I
same Blogilates lady.
I
Those
don't like
are
her.
figure 4 squats. Could go a little bit lower,
Yeah.
like a lot lower. Those shoes are real dumb. First of
Those
all,
shoes are also super expensive.
I'm not into it personally.
No. Those shoes are also really bad for doing this kind of stuff. They're horrible.
If you want to wear them to look cute, go
Then
for it.
you're failing at that because they're not cute. They're ugly. And they're
Well,
ugly in the
then
bad way.
I was gonna say, then you must love them.
They're like the bad kind of ugly.
Okay, here's another different person. Hey, that's the girl from the pull-ups, though. But it must be her boyfriend.
That guy looks like who does he look like? The guy from The
Oh,
Biggest Loser.
oh, I know what you mean, but he's like looks way younger. That guy
Yes.
had a heart attack. Did you know that?
Wait, really?
Yeah. What the heck? Bob Harper. Yeah, Bob
Huh.
Harper had a heart attack, and now he's on commercials for Quaker Oats. I think it was the Juicy Boys.
I think it was the Juicy Boys or the nose candy.
I'm gonna guess Juicy Boys because he was looking pretty big. But anyway, um,
What is this? This is garbage.
this is how to woo a gym girl. Buy her straps,
Buy her
meal
Gymshark, aka garbage.
meal prep for her. Yeah, don't. I mean, not for me. Okay, I'm done with this
Gymshark is
lady.
not worth it.
Don't own any Gymshark personally. I'm interested in trying Alpha Elite, but I also don't want to support Christian Guzman, so I'm torn. Let's see what this one is. Another Expo girl.
I feel like if it's at an expo, it's probably semi-legit because like there's enough witnesses to make it legit.
Otherwise, they will shame you publicly.
Yes.
Madison Whistler. Never heard of her. Have you guys? That was two pull-ups. That was it? That's all she can do,
Yeah,
and
that
she's
was
a brand
garbage.
rep? Oh, no.
And
Not
they were
even full
like garbage
extension.
pull-ups.
Oh, people need to hire me. I could do more reps than that. Okay, this is the lady from Orange is the New Black.
I don't want to watch her eat.
What kind of fasting is this, Andres?
Intermediate.
I don't know what she's saying. Well, this
Is that Brad
happens again.
Castleberry? That is Brad Castleberry.
The guy without the shirt is?
Yes, that's the fake weights guy.
What's fake
Oh,
weights?
He uses weights that are not real, but
Oh.
makes videos of him lifting stuff that he says is real.
Oh.
Speaking of juicy boys.
A lot of juicy boys. Not this kid, though.
Not this kid. If he's on Juicy Boys, he needs to reevaluate his life. See, the what I don't like about that is that this is a bad angle, because I'm not. You want to see what his hips and his knees are doing.
From this,
Looking at
though,
it from,
I'm not mad at his form. On the calf raises, I would elevate the toes so you can get a stretch.
yeah,
So you're not shortening your calves.
like this kind of stuff is good for people that are beginners.
Mhm.
Like this is, there's nothing wrong with this, but this only gets you so far.
I mean, look at the hashtags, though. It says hashtag teen fitness, so it's fine for if you're a teenager and you're learning how to work out for the first time.
Yeah.
And I don't hate his leg slimming.
Okay. Well, I already have a problem with that. All right, hyperextension in the back still, garbage.
So when we say hyperextension, we mean this sway that's happening here. You want to fight that. You almost want to feel like you're doing a crunch.
Show them. Show them your spine.
My spine. This is what it shouldn't look like. This is what I could literally do this all day long.
Yeah, that's not doing anything.
So pulling in everything in, shoulders back and down, neutral spine, and then really fight to keep it there. See, it's really hard. And then I'm going to switch sides.
Yeah, that kind of stuff is supposed to be really difficult. So these people just like flinging their legs up in the air, it doesn't do anything.
It's
Because
really hard.
you want your hips to stay square, and you don't want your back to arch. Because if your back arches or your hips rotate, then you're not using your glutes.
I always tell people, like, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're doing this, if you start to see your butt cheek in the leg that's farther away, then you've done it incorrectly.
Also, for this to be a leg slimming workout, she's not doing anything for her legs. This is all glutes. And it's not even glutes because she's doing them poorly.
There's this bizarre trend of trying to grow your glutes without growing your legs.
And it looks really bad. And you are completely you're dysfunctional at that point. Because then your glutes are literally taking over every movement, which is fine for some things, but really bad for others.
I hope that everybody appreciates the negativity in this podcast.
Yeah, because this is the common stuff, is this kind of stuff. People see this and oh, I need to do it just like this, and they follow that form, and this can injure you. This can legitimately cause harm to people.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why it's bad, and which is why the cat, jeez. Which is why this is the kind of stuff that people do not need to be doing.
Yeah. Do you do this with smoke?
Smoke won't do that. Smoke just sleeps.
You could put him on your back while you do some planks and push-ups.
That's true. If I'm working out in the gym, he will when I was squatting yesterday, he was just dancing around. He just goes up there and watches us, which is kind of funny.
That is really cute.
How to tone? Okay, so again.
Okay, first, can we talk about the word?
What is happening?
We need to talk about the word toned.
Yeah, toned does not mean what people seem to think it means.
And
So
I will explain it to them, and then they still say, well, I really don't want to gain muscle.
gaining muscle is literally the thing that you want to do. That is like number one priority if you're trying to do anything. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to be in better shape, if you're trying to live a longer life, you want more muscle. That is literally the best thing you can do.
But I don't want to look bulky.
You literally could work out for your entire life. And unless you're someone like Steffi Cohen that lifts like 700 or not 700, but like if you can
400,
squat,
500.
deadlift 500 to 600 pounds, then you'll look bulky. But until you can do that, you will not. It just doesn't happen. Unless you're literally like doing steroids, you will never look bulky. Yeah, exactly. It's like women don't look like that generally.
So
Yeah,
again,
so
we have the hyperextension in the lumbar vertebrae.
and she's like she's like throwing her legs around.
I
Like
gotta
she's
try that one. I've never done that before. What's this?
like that looks just really bad.
Literally nothing. I feel nothing.
Yeah, like what? I don't understand. That is actually a fine exercise. The first thing she did. That's actually really hard.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you need to make sure, because if your toes turn, if your toes turn up, again, you're hitting your quads. So you have to focus on keeping your toes straight or down even.
Yeah, which she doesn't have in the video where
In
her
the
feet
frame.
are.
Yeah, but it kind of looks like it's wrong. Anyway.
Yeah, that whatever she's doing there is very bad. Don't do that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done with that girl.
She's proven that she doesn't know what she's doing.
Okay, this is a new one.
Okay, we see some weights for the first time.
I don't do much, but works great when combined with other workouts. My abs routine. 1 minute with 30 seconds rest.
30 seconds rest?
Russian twists.
For doing what?
She's doing crunches, just regular crunches, side crunches, bicycles, Russian twists. So, spinal flexion.
That's a
That's
fine
what crunches
thing.
are.
Yeah.
It's a fine thing, but I wouldn't do it with crunches.
There are better ways to do it, certainly.
There are better ways to do it. One thing that Fabio said that made a lot of sense to me is that your spinal flexors, your abdominis rectus,
Backwards.
rectus abdominis, yes. It's very, that's what you want to add load or some type of resistance. Whereas your stabilizers, transverse abdominis and so on, the things that keep your trunk stable in one piece, especially when you're doing squatting, deadlifting, those are the things that you would be better off potentially doing some sort of endurance work with.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can do 10 billion crunches, then it's probably time to do something else.
Yeah, so if you're looking at your body, so like if we're here, this is my core, your rectus abdominis and then your obliques. These things, they rotate and they counter rotation. So if I'm rotating this way, this is trying to stop it from doing this, and this is trying to stop it from doing this. These literally just do this. And then your transversus abdominis here, it just like cinches everything down. So with your rectus, your six pack, that is just bending your spine, and that's good, and it counters your erector spinae, the things that line your spine, which extend your back. Your abs do the opposite of that. So having both of those strong is really good for stuff like a deadlift or anything similar to that movement. Whereas your obliques, those are the things you want to do, like any sort of counter rotation movement. So like I can't remember what it's called, but you have like you're holding a band and you press out with the band pulling you this way so that you're
Pal-off
trying to
press.
resist. Yeah, that. So you're trying to resist with your abs that twisting. And then you can do like Russian twists and that kind of stuff for that. But you like that's the thing you people I think that's really important to know is that your obliques twist you or stop twisting. They don't do side
Mhm.
bending is not a thing. Side bending is your erectors. So yeah, this kind of
People
stuff is
do Russian
okay.
twist really badly though, because
Yeah,
again,
Russian twists are hard to do.
the way they do it encourages again that like low back movement. Whereas your low back should be pretty still in the Russian twist, and you should just be moving the shoulders and like your upper bits.
Yeah, I would say generally with almost every single movement, if you ever feel it in your low back, you're probably doing it wrong.
Mhm.
Unless it's a movement specifically designed to target your lower back and that's what you're doing, then you should not feel it in your low back. So if you do any of
Mhm.
these like weird glute things that these people do, or any of your Russian twists or anything like that, and you feel it in your low back, then you're not doing it right.
Mhm.
That guy is juicy.
More is never enough. He lacks a forehead.
See, I think that's the
Um,
kind of people that people think of when they think of people that work out a lot. They're just
yeah.
like crazy and they're weird and they do goofy stuff.
Mhm. So this is some sort of workout challenge.
Look at that pup.
That's a cute pup right there.
He's looking at something else.
I don't hate their form.
I think when she's getting up on her right knee, it looks like she has like some dynamic valgus a little bit, but
Mhm.
other than that, also her push-ups are she's not like she's like arching her butt up in the air.
She is a little bit, yeah. But compared to what some of this other stuff we've seen, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not horrible.
they could both keep their hips a little bit more stable when they're doing those shoulder taps,
Hmm.
but not the worst thing we've seen today.
Yeah, not detestable by any means.
Same person.
Ugh, that's
Okay.
dangerous.
Okay. Okay. Nobody's gonna do this.
Literally nobody.
That's cool.
It's something.
That's something.
Okay, here's a pro tip. Don't talk to people at the gym because they don't want to talk to you.
For real.
Like these people obviously already know each other.
Yeah.
Because if this was two people that didn't know each other, she would completely ignore him.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Let's see. Let me scroll some. Let's do this meeting has been upgraded by the host. How come when other people do that it works, but not for me? Let's just do 3 more. Quick at-home fat burning cardio. Fat burning specifically, not burning any carbs, only burning fat. Maybe if my internet comes back. Come on, internet. I don't know, maybe the internet is saying you watched too many TikToks.
The cliff notes of what we've talked about thus far is that form is really important, and most of these people do these things really poorly. So that's why they're bad resources. Because if they can't cue what they're doing, then you shouldn't listen to them. And just showing you what they're doing is not cueing.
And generally, if somebody can't tell you why they're making you do that thing, that's also not a great sign. Should
And I'm
be a
not,
reason.
yeah, I agree. I'm not saying like they should have a degree in anatomy or biomechanics or anything like that, but I think they should know the general muscles of the body if they're going to prescribe you any sort of exercise.
Mm-hmm. This person is certified in some sort of Pilates.
Which is okay, I guess.
Um,
I mean, it depends on what your goals are. For me, this is stupid, but that doesn't mean it is stupid. I just would never do this.
I don't think that this is stupid, but to call it fat burning cardio is very gimmicky to me because technically you are using carbs when you're doing intense jumping and intense workouts.
Yeah,
So
technically, fat burning cardio is this, what we're doing right now, sitting here
yeah,
doing nothing. Because
right
your body
now
generally is burning fat.
burning lots of fat.
So, like, ooh, look at this. Just put it on TikTok. This is my fat burning diet or my fat burning exercise right here.
Yeah. So just know that, I mean, I understand if your goal is weight loss, that sentence, fat burning cardio, is going to appeal to you. However, I mean, high intensity interval training can increase your EPOC and maybe your metabolism's elevated after. That's a good thing.
Yeah. I think, well, because most people don't have access to a gym right now, it's a little bit more difficult. So you have to get a little bit more creative. But what I would say is generally the best advice is just like work hard. Just like do
Mm-hmm.
stuff that really is difficult. Do stuff that's like once you're done with it, you're like, wow, that was really hard. And that's going to be your best method, guaranteed method of losing weight. Is if you do anything, just make sure it's really hard for you. And that's the key distinction is what's really hard for you is not really hard for me necessarily. And what's really
Mm-hmm.
hard for someone else is like impossible for me. So, just like whatever it is, it could be running, it could be like whatever your level is, even if your
Mm-hmm.
level is really low, even if doing like 10 jumping jacks is like impossible for you, then do 9 jumping jacks. The whole point is like effort. That's how you lose
Yeah.
weight, is you exert effort.
Do what you can do, because if you don't do what you can do, then someday you're not going to be able to do what you can do right now.
Exactly.
This guy has pretty good form. Seems like his low back has generally good contact with the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done with this. Goodbye.
Okay.
Dallas is teaching a thing on Wednesday. I'm teaching yoga on Fridays.
I'm teaching a
Andres is
thing
teaching nothing.
ever again.
And Dallas is graduating, so this is probably one of your last chances to talk to him ever.
Yeah, I'll be gone. Gone forever. Finally.
Finally, for sure.
Finally.
For sure. So next year, it'll just be me talking to myself on these podcasts.
You
Taylor.
still have Andres at least, because he'll never graduate.
Oh,
True. True. Uh-oh. I think we just hit a soft sore spot there. And
Uh-oh.
I'm not talking about his ulcer.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he's got one.
This is probably true.
Okay, sign us off, Andres.
Okay, so that was it for episode 14. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, insert catchphrase.
Insert
All right.
catchphrase.
Make the catchphrase right now. We have to. Just whatever it is, just not campy either. Come on.
The Mini Cow Show promotes you to move.
To
That
move.
was so. Oh my god. I mean,
We gotta start somewhere.
okay. So why don't we just say, and always remember, move.
Move. That works. I like that. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.